We're going to go ahead and do a reading specifically for twin flames, for the divine feminine, for the divine masculine, just to see what is going on today. Today we have a moon and Pluto conjunction. This is really, really important too, because Pluto is in Capricorn and has been, but it's going to, later on in the month, I believe the 19th, shift into Aquarius for 2 decades. It's a long time. So we're seeing some collective changes that are going to unfold during that time too. We're also in a Mercury, we'll call it a pre-retrograde or the shadow period, and this is always the 2 weeks before and 2 weeks after that actual retrograde, which is going to happen November 25th. So we're already feeling the effects. Now, during this time, this is where we prepare. So the planet is preparing for that actual retrograde. This is a time where we get ready for it, and it's a time where we kind of integrate into these energies in the after space after the retrograde too. So during this time, we're getting ready for that retrograde, and whatever's happening for you now, that's going to be the theme coming up for you this retrograde. This retrograde is a little bit interesting as it's coming up during the holidays. I'm a little early, right? But it will be taking place during that time too. If you have anything unresolved, it's going to come up during this time. So this could bring a little bit of trauma up over that, we'll say holiday period, just kind of depends. And then today's energies are all about clearing old patterns, especially emotional patterns with that Pluto energy. And it's shining a light on things on a deeper level too. Now, Pluto is the planet of transformation, and this is really, really important too. So all about that inner transformation that's taking place. This is huge for the twin flames. I want to talk about a couple of things in this video where a lot of times some of you guys are in union with your twin flame. And I see it like right now, and we'll say right now, it has a lot to do with the, we'll say 3 waves of twin flames and where you guys are at in the process. So some of you guys are in union and you might be considered that first or even second wave, because I do see the second wave coming into union during this time. So if you guys have been coming back together after separation with your twin flame, during this time you might be in that wave. For those of you guys that are not in union yet, but obviously you're working towards it no matter where you're at in that process, even separation is part of that path towards union. You will be coming into union shortly, as long as you're doing the work, I always say, with this person too. And you guys are probably considered that next wave of flames that will be coming together. You'll kind of know it intuitively of where you're at. Remember, there's lots of twists and turns on the twin flame journey. Just kind of depends on where you're at in your own unique journey with this and what's coming up too. So today I want to talk about you're being reminded of your power and that you're manifesting whatever's going on, I say in your inner world, in your head, right? In your head, whatever's going on in your inner world is happening in your life and you're manifesting, but you're being reminded of your power to change your specific situation or to shift out of your specific situation. So I see a lot of you guys are being faced with some of the same patterns that may have led to separation issues or separation with the twin flame, and some of you guys are back in these same situations or you're having things come up again, and these could be blocks or challenges on your path or inner blocks. They could represent that, right? Or fears or whatever it is. And some of you guys are facing these things. Now, twin flame is very interesting energy because it's going to amplify everything going on within yourself. And sometimes twin flame shows us areas we need to heal, obviously, and work on within ourselves. So we have a lot coming up during this time with the healing. And when we deal with that, we'll call it the moon and Pluto conjunction, you guys have been shown a lot about what you need to heal emotionally. You've had to face a lot lately, or you've been shown things on an emotional level that you may need to heal too lately. So just pay attention to whatever's been coming up for you. Okay, we're going to start with the reading for the Divine Feminine Collective. Remember, this is just a general reading, so only take what resonates for you. You can do those one-on-one readings on my website anytime you guys need them, sparksofdivinelighealing.com. Today is also, I call it the 7-11, 11-7 for some, right? We'll call it the 7-11 porthole. It's a huge gateway day today. It's a very powerful energy for activations and kind of things happening as we're preparing for the 11-11 portal, but we're already in those energies over the next couple of days. And we know that both of these gateways, because the 11-11 is obviously a powerful twin flame porthole or gateway, are very, very powerful for manifestation and shifting to higher timelines, and all about kind of that inner alignment during this time too. So we have some powerful energies coming at us the next couple of days, especially with that 11-11 portal, which is a huge twin flame gateway. So it can really help you on your journey to shift your specific situation. But make sure you guys are checking out my website, sparksofdivinelighealing.com. I am an energy healer. I do a ton of healings, activations, and clearings on there, and you guys are going to be needing them on the journey, right? So I do tons of energy work with you on my website. And of course, I do twin flame coaching, which is really great at working with you and helping you through the process. I help you guys to heal all sorts of things, but I do a lot of work specifically for twin flames too. And I've written or developed, we'll say, those sessions based on the work that I've done and what I see come up and what people need to heal and things like that. So I really help you with healing some of the issues that you might be facing or might be coming up. So check out the tools on my website. Like I said, I have healings, readings, and of course coaching for twin flames on my website. Okay, we're getting started. Divine Feminine Collective. What's going on for the Divine Feminine? Divine Masculine, if you're watching, direct messages from your Divine Feminine. I'm confused about what I should do about my feelings for you. Twin flame triggers a lot of really deep emotions and intense feelings. Ascension feels like a roller coaster already. Throw in twin flame. Right? Okay, so it's bound to trigger a lot of old emotions, old energies, and things to the surface. This could be triggers, blocks, whatever it is. But we're talking about emotions. This is going to make you feel very intensely. Oftentimes we're noticing the pendulum swing where you guys are feeling these highs with your twin flame, and when you have to go apart for whatever reason, you're really feeling those lows. This could be, it's not just separation, it's just all of the time as twin flame and your ascension is trying to get you more balanced, but you're having to purge out, keyword heal, heal and release a lot of things that are no longer serving you. Some of this is energetic blocks, old energies. This is why doing a lot of healing work will really help you, because a lot's coming to the surface within these higher energies for the entire planet, especially for those of you guys that are on the twin flame journey. So a lot tends to come up. And sometimes this is old energetic blocks that we didn't realize. And so sometimes you guys have a lot of past stuff coming up. It could be from past experiences, past traumas, things stored within the body. They're kind of being triggered to the surface right now. And old emotional energy or energetic blocks is one of those things too. So this can make you feel kind of intensely, especially as you're navigating the complexities of the twin flame journey. And this is like, usually it starts out as the fairy tale, and then it's like a lot of healing work may surface or issues may surface within the connection as you're attempting to balance these very high frequency energies. So it just kind of depends. Divine Feminine working on some type of healing or even emotional healing. Like I said, today is really amazing with that Pluto energy for clearing emotional patterns no longer serving you. Some of you guys, I said, especially I see this with that third wave of twin flames we were talking about. Some of you guys are being faced with the same situations involving your twin flame again, so that you can get it right this time, especially if you unknowingly or unconsciously manifested separation, so that you can manifest union this time. So you may be faced with similar circumstances that can reflect either your karmic past or things that you've already faced with your twin flame, so you can get it right this time. So you guys might have a lot of this stuff kind of coming up. This is an attempt to heal your past when you're being faced with similar circumstances. I see your smiling face in my mind's eye. I have to be in contact with you again. I miss you so much. Sometimes some of you guys are in no contact. This isn't for everyone, or not a lot of contact. And this is like how you're handling that space. And I see why, because twin flame's a little bit like a black hole. It kind of sucks you in, right? Yeah, and it's hard to focus on other things. As twin flames, it's like a pull of gravity, and as you come together and merge into that oneness, you very much become that one being or merge into oneness. So sometimes I really see the point or the meaning of these separation spaces, so that you can kind of maintain your individuality, work on separate issues within yourself, and work on your own healing journey without the distraction of your twin flame. You wouldn't have ended up if you're in a separation space, if you didn't have a lot of things you need to heal or work on that would have pushed this person apart, probably unknowingly. So the best thing to do is dive in deep and to work on your healing, so that you can, I say, mend or heal any of these type of circumstances, especially if this person isn't really communicating with you a lot or isn't really talking to you a lot. Some of you guys are unknowingly pushing them away energetically, and the reason why is negative energy. So when you're in a lot of negative emotions, that's negative energy. So if you're in a negative energy, usually your twin flame avoids you, isn't around, backs up more, retreats, no contact, no communication. When you're in a positive state, they love to be around you. It's the opposite. It really magnetizes them too. So we have a lot of like clearing old emotional energies coming up, and you'll know by your frequency of how you're feeling, your vibration and things like that. You might be having to do a little bit of energy clearing work right now. The benefits are it'll help to shift you or keep you in a deeper alignment, but it also make you more magnetic to your twin flame. So our aura is like any other area of our body that we need to keep clean. Like we pick up a lot of energetic debris. And so sometimes we're needing to do that deeper clearing work, obviously, right? It's just like any other hygiene. We're learning how to kind of maintain our energy and keep it more clear and things like that. So energy clearing coming up. The story, I'm sorry for judging you and hurting your feelings. And I see a lot of blame on the twin flame. I called a lot of projection of how you feel in the twin flame happening, or blame and things like that, or ego clashes still happening across the collective, especially with that third wave I keep talking about. Try to be understanding that your twin flame's in the same boat as you, same boat, right? Same situation as you. They're navigating the exact same experience from the different end as you too. So just try to be understanding and see their side of things or their perspective. Our beliefs are just too different. I couldn't reconcile mine to yours. You're usually very different than your twin flame. And this is to, heal that, I always say, polarity, duality, and to shift into that state of oneness too. Sometimes you guys are very different. You might come from different backgrounds, family types, countries, states, whatever it is. You might be just programmed up or wired up very differently than this person, but at the core, your blueprints fit together, like literally like the yin to the yang of your life plan and things like that. They go together, and there's a lot of points where they're going to crisscross with this person, and whether reunion or union points being with this person, and not just in this lifetime, because this lifetime is just a very small piece to a greater puzzle involving all of your lifetimes, and you're doing them with this person oftentimes. Now, you'll know if it's in your plan to be with your twin flame or in union, because you'll have met them in this lifetime, and you don't always meet them. This is why it's very profound when you are connecting and meeting up with your twin flame. It's very, very important so that you can come into this state of union. And it's much more, it's not just about the physical union. It is though. I don't want to say hate, but I'll say dislike when people tell you that, oh no, it's not about that. It really is. And that you are supposed to achieve a physical union, which is a manifestation of the spiritual union or the soul union. And oftentimes you are having to go through an entire inner journey to get there, of releasing negative thoughts, blocks, beliefs, and things like that. So you might have beliefs that you're hopefully questioning, like this person hopefully is making you see the planet differently or the world differently, or helping to shake up any type of ego programming and beliefs that need to go. So you might be clearing also negative thoughts. I told someone this morning, like they were asking me what's going to happen. I said, whatever's happening in your head, that's what's happening, right? Whatever you're telling yourself all day, that's what's making up your physical reality, even your twin flame situation. So a lot of times people go into these fear-based worry narratives, and they really, really block up or manifest into the union of what your twin flame is doing or what is happening. So I know that a big key of this is a key to life, not just twin flame union, but also twin flame union, is to clear the negative beliefs and worries, and also the any intense emotional energy that's being triggered, keyword triggered, and to really see what your triggers are and what's coming up and how you may react negatively in certain situations, usually from past experiences or your own emotional state, and to heal these things so that you can shift into this beautiful union that you always desire. You were my sanctuary. You were the only person I could confide in, and I betrayed your trust. This is someone that you can open up to like no one else. And you guys obviously flow together really well, right? You can open up to this person like no one else. You can kind of talk about anything, tell them anything. They get you on a deep level. And I think this is important. I want to make you happy. I miss your smile. Holding on to memories of us. This is someone you probably have a lot of, I say history, right? Past and future with this person. And that you have a lot of history with this person. Try to focus on the good things, the positive things that are happening, the good memories, the good feelings. And this will help you a ton towards twin flame union. When you're focused on the negative, pushing them away, they go away. Focus on the positive, draw them to you, and manifest what you desire. So a lot of this is actually learning how to master a very positive, energetic state in other states, right? Staying positive is going to help you a ton, and focusing on the positive. You might have a lot of really good memories with this person. I always kind of say that's what we take with us off of this planet. None of the stuff we usually focus on the day-to-days, right? We're taking the memories. And so some of you guys might be guided to make memories with your twin flame. Like if you guys are coming into union, to do fun things with them, to hang out with them, to do stuff on planet Earth, to kind of open up in some way. I ran because I wasn't ready for you. Sometimes you guys might take turns runner. Some of you guys are doing it and you're not noticing. I know. I know then the external manifests that. Some of you guys have created a lot of ego defenses to keep love out. In fact, I do a lot of interesting studying of some of this. A lot of the mental, and I don't want to say mental health, but I get it. Mental stuff are ego barriers to keep away love, even some of the disorders that we may see in our modern day. And sometimes twin flames have some things that they're dealing with or healing, and that's okay. But oftentimes we have a lot of ego programming that has been designed to keep love out, and we just don't realize it. And twin flame breaks down our barriers, hopefully, and our inner programming so that we can open up to love and to release any blocks against love or defenses or ego stuff that we've built against love too. So this is a connection that's meant to open you up and shift you out of things that you need to heal, those heavy defenses and barriers that you've built up to protect yourself against love and things like that. And some of it we're aware of and it's triggered and, makes us uncomfortable. And some of it we're not aware of. This is deeper subconscious programming that we're dealing with. This could come from, family line, past lives, collectively, and things like that, as we're kind of influenced by many different things. So this is something that is shaking you out of your comfort zone, hopefully, so that you can open up to more love. We are meant to be together. I will wait as long as it takes for a shot with you. And like I said, so you guys are on this twin flame journey together. And just know that some of you guys might have had to do a lot of work or really wait for this to come together, or had to trust in this path that a lot of people may or may not understand. That's okay. And you're on your own spiritual journey. And just as long as you're tapping into your inner guidance and your inner knowing of what to be doing. So twin flame is a journey that is led by our inner guidance, inner knowing, but also the signs, synchronicity, and magic of the universe that's leading you on this beautiful twin flame journey. So a lot of you guys have had to do a lot of work and even healing work. Trust the journey and keep going no matter where you're at in this process. I can't go another day without you. You guys might have a really hard time being away from this person. It's like you're in your own, I always say, your own little world. You're in the love bubble with this person. And when you have to be apart from this person, it can be very, very painful, and it can trigger separation pains and things like that. Even like having to spend a couple days apart, or having to, not hang out. And when you hang out, it's beautiful and amazing, and it's easy to get lost for hours within each other. And then when you're having to do spaces by yourself, and the reason why we have to is because we're navigating other things other than obviously the complexities of the twin flame journey. We have other things going on. Some of you guys are obviously doing work and parent and spiritual missions or whatever it is, right? And so we're having to find more balance within this connection and to navigate other lessons and experiences while navigating the twin flame journey and the complexities of it and things like that. So a lot of you guys are trying to find balance within this, and you may have a hard time being apart from this person, especially once you experience those higher states of oneness with them. The meeting and what was being the mirroring and what was being shown just got too intense. So twin flames mirror some things. I see it with you guys, that things you guys usually don't want to fix. Whatever your twin flame is showing you that's triggering you or irritating, you can call it what you want, triggering you, it's something that you need to heal within yourself. You heal the pattern and it heals them too. And so sometimes people aren't understanding that, but I can see it clearly with a lot of the twin flames I work with. You guys will tell me, what your twin flame's doing, and usually flip the mirror, and this is where it gets really uncomfortable, right? Of having to do that deeper inner work of what they're showing you. When you heal and release these patterns though, it will heal and fix things within the entire dynamic too. So your twin flame is going to show you a lot of hidden and uncomfortable truths about yourself and things that you need to heal. You've triggered such intense emotions within me. Whoever I'm doing this reading for, you might have had to navigate a lot of intense emotions. I talk to people, a lot of times people don't share this, and they'll tell me like they've been through a ton of purging or upheaval, or, a lot of emotions being triggered, and I've seen it. It'll take you right into those depths. This is where energy clearing work is so needed and valuable and will help you a lot too. So if you are someone dealing with a lot of negative emotions, that's negative energy surfacing, and your twin flame is going to probably trigger you because you're not as healed as we like to think. Healing's an infinite journey, and they may trigger things within you, triggering a lot of negativity, negative emotions to the surface. And this is why they help you to heal you by doing this. And sometimes we don't see the bigger picture of that. So all about clearing what is coming up, and you're having to kind of continue to clear your energy. There isn't a second in the day that you're not on my mind. So obviously you both think about each other a ton. This separation is because you started to treat me like a karmic partner. And so if you're in a separation, this is probably based on old patterns or manifesting in that sense too. And, you know, karma is, once again, negative energy in our life. It's not like, you know, we think like reward and punishment. And so sometimes we are creating out of certain patterns that are not serving us, and it can get in the twin flame journey. And nothing like karmic energy to push apart twin flames or to mess up whatever narrative or dynamic that you're into. So you might be doing some type of karmic healing or healing from your karmic past too. Outside energies and circumstances got in the way. A lot of external stuff can throw off union. I always put this in the universe class though. Sometimes we're not understanding. The universe can bring us together, pull us apart, and even bring us back together, right, at different spaces, because we never would do that, like our circumstances. So this could be outer circumstances, people, situation. Karmics are very known for that and needing to learn some type of karmic lessons, or external circumstances, stress, the planet. I could go on and on with this list. Okay. If you feel like, you know, there's a lot coming against you during this time, you know, not ready for full union. A lot of times people meet their twin flame and they just think it'll be like really easy and that's it, and you do full union. But oftentimes there's many phases of the twin flame journey that you must navigate and move through, and they can trigger a lot, right? And this is where a lot of people get really triggered and things like that. Usually our ego's triggered not when it's going great, but when things aren't going our way. That's an indicator of like ego work being done. So there might be some type of ego work or negative energies at play that you're having to, because they come from within, right, to heal, we'll say. Okay, so we have this expanding consciousness. This connection is supposed to help you to expand your consciousness fast. We have a lot trying to always pull us backwards, like I said, collectively, individually, whatever. It's all about maintaining and staying in those higher 5D frequencies. That's really, really going to help you to uplift you in your life. So some of you guys are healing separation, and you might think it's from the external, but no, always go within to heal that. It's the painful energies that have been triggered from it, and they are. And they're not just from this lifetime, they're from many lifetimes of things we go through. And sometimes we can't always, I say, put our finger on the past lifetimes, but they're coming up. Some of the same feelings, things, emotions, situations are coming from the past in this lifetime, which are even coming from past lifetimes. If you are trying to heal some type of separation, being slow coming into union, obviously I say do some of those healings on my website that really, really show you the results. But I also have past life healings, and I have a lot of them for twin flames, as specifically that's going to be something that's triggered. So when you heal from this lifetime, oftentimes past, you have to go in and heal your past lifetimes where some of these wounds come from, especially separation wounds originate past this lifetime from past lifetimes. All right, ego coming up. You're being guided to clear different layers that are no longer serving you within the ego. Make sure you stay grounded. This will help you too. This is all about high frequency energy and shifting into a higher frequency. When you shift into a higher frequency, your twin flame is going to respond to that, and it's going to raise up their frequency within the unit, we'll call it, right? So as you're doing the work to raise up your frequency, it's going to raise up both twin flames too. Some of you guys are needing to open your heart and have more love, compassion, and things like that. So heart chakra awakening and activation. I always say keep working on your heart chakra. Specifically, a lot of intense emotions and emotional energy runs through the heart chakra that is triggered from the twin flame journey. I have tons of heart chakra healings on my site too. Inner child healing. This is something coming up too. Twin flame is going to most certainly trigger your inner child, oftentimes in the first phases, but it will continue too. Continue to raise your vibration. This will help you with that too. So you're being guided to heal your inner child and just keep working on raising your frequency. This is a learning experience. You're learning from this, and we learn valuable lessons through our relationships and connections on earth, but specifically through our twin flame journey too. So you're learning a lot fast. Make sure that you're connecting on a deeper level and listening. This could be to the universe or to your twin flame. Try to see their point of view when they're talking to you and telling you things so that you can get into their side perspective view, this is going to help you a lot too. You're being guided to really, really listen, if apart from your twin flame in separation, to the universe. If with them, pay more attention to them and their feelings and things they're telling you. Make sure you're trusting in the universe right now. Twin flame is a path forged or built out of faith and trust, and kind of trusting in the divine plan. Okay, so we have the Chariot. This can represent Cancer or moon energy, but it's all about moving forward. And it's all about clearing blocks so you can move forward. And this is like the obstacles. So you might have blocks coming up recently. Could be slow to union, inner blocks, things you need to heal, things not moving forward as fast as you would like. It's all about clearing, keyword clearing today. Clearing these things so that you can move forward and flow faster too. This is also representative of the moon. We have a lot of moon energy coming at us today, highlighting Pluto, and we don't like that, but it's spiritual energy, inner transformation, clearing patterns that are outdated and no longer serving us. So we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse, and this is like an end of hardship. You might have been going through a really hard time. This could be in many areas of your life, like with money, your luck, how you're feeling. This is positive changes. You might have gone through some type of loss in your life. Some of you guys have had to lose everything, maybe many times doing spiritual awakening. Some of you guys have lost your twin flame through separation and things like that, and it's triggered a lot of things. This is also my paying off debts card. So we have this karmic energy, right? This is negative energy. Some of you guys have had to pay off some really hard karma in this lifetime, and it's been very hard, and it's created a lot of that energy, and now healing from it, recovering, building yourself back up if you've lost things, right? It's that foundation of things. So just know this is also, when I deal with this card, the energy of this card, that you're not going through this alone. Whatever hardships you've been going through, your twin flame has gone through on their side. It mirrors you. But also, like, you're not the only one in this connection, just reminding you of that. We have the Seven of Cups, and this is many choices and possibilities. You're being reminded that you live in a universe of infinite possibilities. It's not just a universe. There's a universe for every choice that you make. There's a universe for all of the decisions that you're making and all of the potentials. We have yet to tap into our full potential, and I say this in an excited kind of way, that anything that you can picture or dream up in your head, there is a universe for that and a potential for that, and that goes for your... This is a twin flame reading, ding, 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 right? This is a twin flame reading, so anything that you picture, like being with your twin flame, marrying your twin flame, having a family with your twin flame, just being in a blissful union, whatever it is, being a millionaire, just throwing ideas out there, okay? Whatever it is that you can think up and dream up, there is a universe for that, and we're learning how to shift in and out of these universes and to end up where we truly desire, especially within this union too, so you have so many possibilities. If you're spending a lot of time daydreaming and fantasizing, exactly where you should be, especially as we're getting ready for the, we'll say today's 7-11 that we're in. I just call it the 7-11. Some of you guys might write it 11-7, but in Europe we're like 7-11, right? Okay, and then the 11-11, this is a big gateway today. People will say, why? Because it's taking us into the 11-11, 3 days before the 11-11. We're already in those energies. We entered into them yesterday. We can see that across some of the, we'll say, space readings for, you know, some of the solars are quite high right now. That indicates a lot of clearing energy. The galactics are quite high right now. That indicates, obviously, a lot of powerful spiritual energy and things like that. So you might find yourself kind of in your head right now. Pay attention to the narratives that you're telling yourself, because your twin flame is always playing them out and acting them out, and you're shifting into these possibilities, and there's so many, I say, just possibilities within this universe too. So we want to make this work for us. 11-11, and those energies we're already in, we talked about, we've already shifted into them. This gateway that we are in is powerful, and we might want to be making powerful moves with it right now. We're manifesting, whether you're aware of that and like putting good intentions out there, or you're just sitting around thinking and you don't know that because you're kind of asleep, doesn't matter. Okay. So we're learning to become more intentional and more focused on what it is that we desire, and maybe get a snapshot in our third eye of it and to focus on it to bring these things into reality. And we're seeing a lot of old manifestations come into creation right now. So that should tell you something about this process too. So a lot of you guys are seeing these manifestations are moving forward, and the 11-11 portal is powerful for bringing twin flames together. So even the energies we're in now over the next couple of days, you're going to be thinking about your twin flame. You're going to be missing them. You're going to be feeling them. Even in union, you're just going to be spending a lot more time with them. Like, you might not know why, you just can't leave them alone. You're just hanging out a little bit extra, right? and it doesn't matter. And it is the energies that are pulling you together. And the 1111 portal is a powerful portal for helping us to wrap up old karmic connections and helping us to come together with our twin flame and to wake up to different realizations and to really have more clarity and a deeper alignment within these energies too. So they're very, very powerful energies that we're in right now. These can help you a ton with your twin flame journey. They're also amazing for doing spiritual work, whether you're needing to get clarity and do a reading and session, I just say session, to tap in through my site, or you want to do some energy healing work. I have so much stuff up on my website over the next couple of days. My shop's always up to date. You can do anything in my shop anyway, so I have a ton of stuff up there. It's a great time to be doing that energy work to shift your situation. So, sometimes we might need a little help with this process, and where you're at, don't stay comfortable with that. I have people that stay very comfortable in these spaces. And I always say separation is like you were given a beautiful new, we'll call it a race car, and you drove it into the bank. And, just like if you crashed your real car, you'd probably call a tow truck to tow you out, right? Because you're stuck, right? You drove your car off the embankment and you didn't know how to drive it very well, right? And you drove it into a ditch and you're kind of stuck. You're getting behind the driver wheel and you're not getting out. You might need to call the tow truck. And that's a little bit like and where I see you not picking, but some of you guys, if you're in a separation or your twin flame, you were doing good, but you don't know now, get some help, do some energy healing. It's going to clear those stuck blocks. And when we do the energy work and we clear the stuck blocks, it manifests into the outer, right? So stuck in the outer, indicating inner blocks that are coming up, right? And you'll know that because you might be having a lot of fear, worry, negativity come up, or maybe just things aren't moving as fast as you like, or they're not going the way you like. And a lot of people think that, this is just a space everyone goes through. No, we're not supposed to, right? Okay. So just jokes aside, it's a powerful time with these, 7, 11, and 11, 11 gateways to be doing that energy work. It's great all the time for that anyways, but it gives it a little bit of a boost of power too when we're tapping into the right energy. So I have a ton of stuff on my website. Great time to be doing a little bit of whether you're just needing healing, clearing, activation. I have tons of stuff in my shop, like I said. Okay, so we have the 10 of Pentacles. This is money coming to you. This healing energy is great for healing your finances and bringing more into your life and reality. We're clearing a lot of sacral blocks. And I noticed that specifically this shift for the Divine Feminine, you guys might have stuff within the sacral come up. This could be financial worries, stress, because it can manifest. It could be relationship worries and stress. And it could be just sacral stuff within the physical body too. And when you heal your sacral, you're going to have a much more happier union and things like that. So you might be having some, we call it family stuff coming up, inner child stuff, sacral stuff, or healing money stuff, which is very connected to your relationship, the twin flame union. Okay, so Page of Cups. And I love this because this is like your twin flame wants you just as bad. A lot of you guys are projecting. I see it from the masculine side too. I'm not trying to pick, but this is a feminine reading, projecting the unlovable aspects that, I don't think my twin flame wants me. It's everything going on within yourself. Twin flame can amplify not feeling good enough, not feeling ready enough, healing these things because your twin flame wants you. This is mutual. You want them, they mirror that. They want you too, right? You got fears blocking it, so do they. You're like, okay. So this is why it's important to get more clear for this union so that I call it garbage, negative thoughts, beliefs, feelings, how we feel about ourselves comes up in the middle of you guys, right? So it pushes you apart and creates the separation because you're not coming together as close as you could be when you're worrying all the time, right? Okay, so getting more clear. But this is also conversations opening up. Your twin flame might be opening up to how they feel. They might be showing you more love. They might be sending you love messages, maybe those good morning texts. It just kind of depends. If you've been apart, they might be coming in to apologize for that or, really open up on a lot of levels with that too. So this is like, I love that because they want you just as bad. This is a twin flame connection. It's very intense for both of you. It brings up a lot of intense emotions. So we have that, there's a lot of intensity happening. It doesn't surprise me. We're in Scorpio season. I love it anyway because I was like, it's all my favorite topics, right? We're doing rising from the Phoenix energy with today's Pluto alignment. We know Pluto is one of Scorpio's rulers, Mars and Pluto, right? And so we know it brings an intense energy. This is all about rebirth. And a lot of times we go through cycles of endings, death, rebirth, right? Life, the afterlife, sex, right? All of the great things. but it also brings an intense energy for a lot of you guys. Maybe some of you guys are used to that if you have Scorpio placements. Maybe some of you guys, just kind of depends. So we do have that Scorpio Pluto energy in the air, but this is helping you to get deeper and to connect on a deeper level with your person and to open up a little bit, right? So this is like total Phoenix rising from the ashes energy, whether you guys realize that or not. Rising back up. Especially at the last couple of days collectively. Make sure you're just staying in your own little 5D world right now, right? I see a lot of the, should we call it, I don't watch TV, but the media, trying to pull everyone back to these collective 3D timelines. It's like, all right, just stay in your little 5D bubble right now, especially if you're a twin flame. You're meant to be staying there with your twin flame, like, right? All right, stay in your 5D realities right now. Make sure you're grounded into lots of collective energies buzzing around. We see flying around, so not that great. So, time to raise the vibe, right? Especially America. All right, we're done with all that. Let's just get back on track. We're doing 7-11, we're doing 11-11. Just your little reminder. All right, we're gonna do Divine Masculine reading, Divine Feminine if you're watching, direct messages from your masculine. What's going on for the masculine collective? Your silence feels safer to me. I don't want to get hurt again. They have their own wounds around past relationships where they've let people in just like the Divine Feminine and they've got hurt. And they have things that they need to heal, especially wounds around love, right? Twin flame will bring those up. It could be inner child wounds, but we're talking relationship wounds and things like that too. They're moving past fear of, we'll say, opening up more and loving their Divine Feminine too. So healing any type of relationship fears, especially past ones coming up again. My memories of you haunt me and keep me thinking about what could have been. This person thinks about the future they want with you, and it could have been like how things could go at their highest. Sorry, hair on my face. How things could go at their highest with their Divine Feminine and things like that. They spend a lot of time thinking about the future they desire, what they want from their life, their goals, their passions, and things like that. But with their twin flame, this is a twin flame reading too. So Divine Masculine is spending a lot of time thinking about that future and what they want with their Divine Feminine. I'm working on myself so I can give you the love and relationship you deserve. This is someone who is awakened and working on themselves. Even the planet, we'll call them the sleep, right? Muggle. They are waking up. I hate to tell you guys this, especially in a twin flame connection. They're probably more awake than you think, right? Or awakening, and it doesn't matter. The entire planet is being awakened, right? And awakening is, sometimes it's a gradual process of working on ourselves. This person is awakened and working on themselves. They really are. They're aware of what they need to change, heal, and work on within themselves. So there's a lot of inner work being done by the masculine collective, especially from this twin flame connection, which may have had them purge out a lot or heal a lot or shown them a lot about themselves. It's easier being with someone from my world. Now, this isn't for everyone, but the karmics are easy in a basic kind of way, right? 3D is easy for us. We've been doing this more lives than we probably care to tap into, right? Especially in this lifetime, right? It's our programming that we need to get out of, so it's easy, but our ego loves to try to pull us back into the 3D, and our soul is trying to anchor us into these beautiful 5D realities that exist on these higher levels and things like that. Now, one of the biggest things that pulls us backwards to our karmic past is karmic partners, people, old habits, things we need to heal, right? And stuff like that. But it's easy because it's reflecting our past lives and we feel comfortable there. It's our comfort zone. And our twin flame is always like probably trying to walk us into the higher, which makes us a little bit uncomfortable. Now, this isn't for everyone, but we have a karmic clearing that's happening. And when we deal with galactic energies, it pushes this stuff up, okay? So some of them may have karmic baggage still, or emotional baggage, right? We were talking about emotional baggage on the other side. Karmic baggage being pushed to the surface for the Divine Masculine, and this could be mindset, it could be ego, it could be things they're holding on to that, are their comfort zone, friends, family, lovers that have been around for a long time. There's like a huge karmic declutter happening, Divine Masculine being guided to let go of the karmic baggage. Some of you guys, when your twin flame isn't around, and someone told me this yesterday, the first response is to go back to karmic people or situations out of habit, or to seek out karmics with people or whatever it is, just being guided to clear the karmic baggage. Now, this is easy. And someone was talking to me, it was a Divine Feminine, but same concept of like, maybe they wanted a karmic. Why would you want that? Why would you want more karmic lessons? We know how those go, right? And we know how it goes with anyone but the twin flame and things like that. However, some of you guys have different contracts and lessons laid out prior to coming here. It depends on the layout of what's going on. But you're being guided to not go back to old habits and things like that. And the reason why people do that is because they don't want to sit by themselves. And you will have spaces of twin flame where you're probably going to have to sit by yourself a little bit, especially in separations, because you weren't healed enough and you need to focus on your own healing. So if you feel like you're in a space of separation, your twin flame isn't fully in union with you, you've been spending a lot of time, it's so that you can really dive in deep and to heal certain things and become a better version of yourself, raise your frequency, and to meet your twin flame in union too. So there's certain work that needs to be done. Make sure you're not distracting yourself. Karmics, alcohol, substances, whatever it is, some of these things are the biggest distractions to us because we want to stay busy, right? So make sure that you're not going into ego patterns or even ego distractions, and that you're kind of doing the work so that you can shift into full union. Would I be rejected if I contacted you? Do you still want me? This person has their own rejection wounds and things like that. They might have fear of rejection or opening up fully. And this is a connection where you guys are going to be seeing, when you get deep enough, you're going to be knowing each other real good, right? You're going to be seeing each other's both light, shadow aspects. They're going to reflect back on your own. And that like you're going to really get to know each other well and things like that. This person has been through rejection in the past. This could be in connections where they liked the person, they didn't like them back. They could have been, had heartache, heartbreak, all of the things that we deal with within our own personal Akashic records. And twin flame is very painful, as it's going to trigger a lot of wounds, right? This could be past wounds with the twin flame, either in the past in this lifetime or other timelines in this lifetime or even past lifetimes. You guys might have come together with your twin flame other times and it didn't work out and things like that. So divine masculine healing, some deeper wounds around rejection and heart chakra. I always look for you at airports as if we'll be at the same place in the same world. Some of you guys are going to be traveling together. This is like a theme coming up. You could be in union doing a holiday together, going to see places together, going to explore Earth. If you guys are living apart, this can indicate travel. And it could just be like if you guys are just living in I see people living across the country, living in different states, living in different cities, living in different countries, and different dynamics that might be kind of in your twin flame journey. I see a lot of people moving to be closer though. I talked to tons of twin flames, like moving and bridging that, if it's geological, if it's actual distance, like living apart, moving closer, moving in together, right? Coming together, right? And things like that. So just know that, but it could indicate, like I said, travel to be closer to your twin flame or to be together. It can indicate things like that. I don't want to be toxic anymore. Healing any toxic patterns. I need to work on myself to clear my mind, my head. And so this person's working on clearing negative thoughts too, that they think. They might not share them all the time. They got things going on within themselves that they need to heal too, to shift into more positive view of things and mindsets. So they've been doing a lot of healing. I realize all the mistakes I've made. I want to apologize. I need your forgiveness. So this could be an apology coming in, especially if you guys need to have it. We're going to have some uncomfortable conversations coming up this Mercury retrograde. Like if there's things that needed to be said or hashed out or moved through, these conversations are going to be had when ready, when this other person's ready. I knew you were the one when I met you. And you'll have a knowing of this person. That's because your soul is very, I'll say entangled, right? We're learning about quantum entanglement with twin flames. But I mean, in the scope of many lifetimes, your soul knows this person. That's why we have the intense soul recognition. You've done this many times with this person. This is your person. Your soul knows who they are. You're always on my mind. So you're always on the DM's mind. I still have karmic situations that I need to clear on my end. I'm doing the work to get to you. They might be moving through karmic blocks, obstacles. They're doing that inner work to come into union with you. I wish we could go back and start over. So things might have been done differently if you guys had known what you know now, but you do know what you know now to move forward and to do things differently. You need to heal how you're seeing things. A shift in perspective is needed. You might be needing to change your mindset or how you're seeing things within this situation. So just as a lot of ego clearing is coming up for the divine feminine, so is it for the divine masculine, of clearing negative beliefs and the blocks that exist there of how you're seeing things. The ego loves to create blocks and barriers to keep love out. We talked about that, right? And these things they're coming up for healing to release these things. I manifested you at once and I'll manifest you again. This masculine is manifesting their feminine. you lit a fire in me I can't explain. You always make this masculine want to be a better person. So divine masculine wanting to be a better person, feeling, when I talk about the fire, it's the Kundalini, it's the source energy, it's the spiritual energy, and we need that energy, that life force. And so twin flames have a powerful energy that you guys can be tapping into and harnessing. And you're meant to share it with the planet in some type of way too when we talk about that. So this is the energy, the life force that twin flames bring or activates within twin flames from each other, from that love. And it's very, very powerful. So this is like Kundalini energy. And so this masculine might be going through some type of Kundalini awakening or activation. Or maybe your twin flame just really lights that energy up or that type of energy up within you as well too. You need to raise your frequency to come back together. Work on your energy. This masculine watching this reading needs to work on your energy and raising your frequency too. Make sure that you keep doing the inner work. I think a lot of you guys do a lot of work in separation, and then when you're with your twin flame but not fully in union, that's where you need to continue to do that same work. It'll help. So we also have clearing karmic energies coming up, or clearing energy blocks coming up. So once again, you might have that Kundalini activation going on or have been through one. Make sure you're clearing your energy. It'll help you a lot too. So this is like transmuting negative energies. You might be dealing with a lot of negative thoughts, energies, emotions. Don't just sit in them. Clear your energy. Some of these are from past karmic relationships, and this is where the original wounding happens with other karmics. And then when you go to manifest with your twin flame, the same stories come up, or the same blocks, the same problems, right? And they originate within karmic relationships. So you're being guided to release the past. You have a soul agreement to come into union with this person. You have a shared mission and same life purpose with this person. So when we tap into our soul mission, you're going to notice you're very magnetic. I notice that about everyone. It's like you guys are very magnetic. When you guys are living in alignment with your mission and you're on a mission kind of vibe, you are very, very powerful to other people, especially your twin flame too, because it's going to help to activate things within them too. So you're going to probably have very similar mission and things like that. You're being guided to open up your throat chakra, speak your truth, and share. I wish that a lot of you guys masculines would just open up about how you feel to your divine feminine and just tell them honestly, but a lot of you guys hide. You feel a certain type of way and you don't tell them. You're like small talk. Hey, what's up? How are you? Not, I really feel this way about all this, or you being guided to open up about how you feel will help with the situation. You're being guided to surrender the ego, and that's why you don't like doing that, right? Opening up, surrender your ego during this time. And I think that's a huge part of twin flame, is to help us work on our ego. All of Earth is too, right? So working on your ego. Take a step back right now if you're needing to work on yourself and your own energy right now. Some of you guys are having to. It depends on your twin flame and how they are too. Okay, we have self-acceptance. You guys need to integrate all of those unlovable aspects, reasons why you think your twin flame won't want you, things you hide from them, your feelings. We talked about feelings, things you don't want them to know, that when you worry and you're by yourself, I talk about that. That's what I like to go in with you guys. The things you don't want to talk to anyone about, let's go in to heal these things, right? And some of them run deep. They come from old wounds, unlovable aspects, why we feel that way, right? It goes really deep with the healing. Get a good healer to help you to heal some of these shadow aspects. So if we haven't done the shadow work, it's just a bunch of unhealed trauma that we carry around. When you guys have done that healing work and really, really integrated these aspects, you're going to find a lot of power there too, and things like that. So you have some type of shadow work coming up around feeling unlovable, not good enough, feeling your twin flame doesn't want you or they don't love you. Do the work. More healing work, right? I do that twin flame coaching. I always say you guys should do it, and a lot of people do it. It's amazing, right? Like, do the work. Always recommend doing healings, energy work on my site, and of course the coaching will help you a lot. All right, this is a powerful spiritual love. It's a holy love. This is a powerful spiritual love, though. It's meant to help you with your awakening. It's a different type. It's not that 3D, survival mode karmic connections. This is a powerful spiritual connection, and this is why you can't manipulate it. Like, what? And that you got to do the work to stay in alignment with it, just like to stay in alignment with the spiritual. So when we fall out of alignment with the spiritual, we fall out of alignment with our twin flame. It's all about doing that spiritual work. It's going to bring you a lot of blessings and abundance in your life and things like that. So just know that. All right, we have the sun and being really magnetic in your energy and doing that energy work to stay in a positive state and a higher frequency. This is what your divine feminine needs to. As you're doing that work, you're becoming very magnetic to your twin flame. Maybe they can't stay away from you. Maybe they're always around you. You're feeling like they're stuck to you all the time. It depends, right? They're always around you or gravitating to you a little bit more. So this is the energy of the masculine. And when you guys are in that divine masculine energy, you are powerful for yourself and how you're showing up for other people too. You're going to become more magnetic, not just your twin flame, to the people around you. They might seek you out for guidance, advice, be wanting to chill more, right? Wanting to hang out more. That's that masculine energy. We have celebration happening for a lot of you guys. This is abundance and reunion and union. And this is like good fortune, pleasure. And this is my union card because it's a wedding card, but it's also a union card of like happy union. And if that's where you guys want to be, you're either there, you're in union, or you want to be there, right? Okay. And you're working towards it. So the more you work on yourself, and I don't care how things have gone, I think that's why I'm here to show you guys that in a lot of senses, you can shift anything within this. Through shifting your energy and healing yourself, you will shift your outer circumstance. Don't care what's happened, right? Or what's come up. We'll just say this stuff that's come up is in your relationship, Akashic, or history, or your templates, and it needs to go. And so, more past stuff you've been through, more healing that's going to come up, right? More past stuff you've been through, more feelings are going to come up, and the more you got to heal, but you're going to work through it. So this is just your little bit of a reminder of that define your strength. But there's also fear, doubt, and anxiety being triggered within a situation that's affecting you and your confidence in things. And affecting you. You're going to have to pass through this stuff, these layers that are gunking up your energy. So just be mindful if you are feeling doubt, worry, fear, anxiety. This is normal, but it's energy that needs to be cleared. It's negative energy. Negative energy will get in the way and block our connection. Usually it plays through our thoughts, because we're picking up on energy and our brain is a receiver. And it's always interpreting things, right? And so if you're have a lot of negative thoughts or worried, normal, but also negative energy needing to clear. So we have that. And the reason why is your twin flame is your motivation to do more of that healing work and to heal yourself. But this is my reunion twin flame card. A lot of you guys are going to be coming home to this person. This could be living with each other, spending more time integrating into each other's worlds or lives and spending time together. This is my 1111 portal card. It's my favorite card of the deck. I don't know why. Okay? And it's like that, knowing that you are supported. Today's energy is showing us that just how supported we are by the universe. And this is a connection that's very much supported by the universe. And you're going to notice a lot of blessings and good fortune coming and good things aligning with this and stuff like that. So you're going to notice that the universe is very much supporting this connection. Some of you guys are going to go to that next level of engagement, marriage, living together. Just depends. We had the Knight of Wands in reverse, and this is dealing with ego. Some of you guys are triggered or dealing with some of that too. So this is you need to deal with that ego coming up too. There might be delays and blocks because of that, of more ego work or more healing work that needs to be done. You're going to feel tested. Some of you guys are dealing with imbalances that are coming up. You might feel out of control with this situation. Some of you guys are needing to deal with issues around the food you're eating, alcohol, sex, karmics, drugs, shopping, ways that you're trying to fill that void instead of doing the healing work. And you're out of balance. So when I see this card, usually it's upright. It's balanced, harmonious union. Being out of balance might indicate separation. Not for everyone. It can just be energetic imbalances that are surfacing. And this could be things that you feel, delays, obstacles. If you're facing these things, do some type of energy healing. That's why I have so much stuff on my site to get it out to you guys to help you with this. So you're dealing with some type of block or imbalance coming up. Might be you've driven that car off the cliff again or into the ditch, right? It depends. Or it's just things surfacing within you energetically that you need to heal or that you need to release. It depends too. So we do have some type of block coming up for the divine masculine side, and being guided to get more balanced and to balance and clear your energy too, to clear blocks. So I have a lot of healings. If you go in my shop and you type in the search bar, twin flame healings to clear blocks, I have a lot of those too. Being guided to do some type of twin flame clearing to clear blocks specifically for the divine masculine. This is going to help you to get more balance, but also balance with your divine feminine and to shift into those union frequencies or even in union to be in a more balanced union right now too. So balance coming up and clearing and healing blocks and imbalances for divine masculine side. Okay, I'm going on that note anyways. I'm going to be around doing healings, activations, anything that you need on my website, right? Make sure you're booking me on there. Make sure you are checking out my website. Flip through, go with what you're guided to. It's all really, really going to help you intuitively. sparksofdivinelightshealing.com. Have a beautiful day.